Hi guys, it is a gray and rainy Thursday here in New York, and I just wanted to come on and encourage everybody to keep going, everybody in the awakened community to stay strong, stay hopeful, stay optimistic, stay white-pilled. Take your white pill with your red pill. Make sure to take them together. Today I had a thought come to me about how everything is going to go down, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. About 50 years ago, after the assassination of a famous president, a plan was put into place, a white hat plan, a military plan, a global alliance that has been a slow roll to take out the swamp, to take out the underbelly of society that has been invisible, that has been ruining all of our lives, has kept us debt slaves, paying taxes through the nose, never getting ahead. And they really got magnified in the past few years, how they have infiltrated our schools, our medical system, our government. We see it. It's been magnified. It's been placed under a magnifying glass to the point of trannies speaking to kindergarten students. You know what I mean? It's gotten really bad. So, the way that I see it going down. So it started with that assassination of that beloved president, and then people got together and struck up a plan. And then when our boy, Mr. T, got into office, that was like phase 2. Like that was the on switch. Like it's a go time when they got him in, because that showed us the white hats were in control. They were able to override the baddies, and the baddies were shocked. I still remember Wolf Blitzer's face that night in 2016. I remember the shock. I remember George Clooney. There was like a whole video montage made of a bunch of Hollywood actors saying, "There's no way Trump is getting in. No way. It'll never happen." They were shocked because they knew something we didn't know then. They knew that it was rigged. The whole system was rigged, and the whole system was controlled by this underbelly that is involved in Washington, D.C., the Vatican, and Hollywood. They're all in cahoots. So, part 2 kicked on with Trump getting in, right? That was when another leg of this plan came into action, okay? Then Trump went country to country to country to country, and there's a video of that I posted to my Telegram channel, Gila Jed channel on Telegram, and I could watch that video 1,000 times because that video is victory. That video shows Trump going from country to country and them all capitulating, as Mel Carmine loves that word, and I love that word, and I love Mel Carmine, that they all capitulated to Trump. So the alliance grew and grew and grew, and there was a shift in power, a shift in who was running things. And then we had the inauguration of this fake resident, and that was a movie to show the world. That was a movie it's a grace period to wake the sleepers, to wake them gently so they can come to the realization, the awakening on their own. It was a kindness. I came to it on my own, and I thank the White Hats for allowing me that privilege of understanding for myself, seeing for myself the total matrix, the fear-based systems that have been controlling society. I was able to understand on my own because of the lockdowns. I was like, wait a second, why are we doing this? It made no sense to me. You can't outrun something invisible. And that's when I started. That was the thought that awakened my consciousness to the bigger picture more and more and more, and led me to the past 2 years of doing my own research, going down my own rabbit holes, understanding and acquiring for myself this awakening experience. However, I saw a post 2 days ago that said what's coming up is going to be called, and I loved these words. This is what words can do for people. Words have the power to gel a concept, to be like, yes, this is what I've been trying to say. I've been trying to say to Guru when we fight back and forth, do we need the EBS? Do we not need the EBS? And I couldn't find the words to tell him why we need the EBS. And then this post came out. I forgot his name, but I have it on my Telegram also, saying that it is coming time for the forced awakening. Those two words, forced awakening. And I was like, yes, because the grace period is ending. The time for having awakened on your own is coming to an end. And the rest of the world, the normies as we call them, are going to get shaken and shaken and waken, because it is the time for waking up gently is coming. The window for that is coming to a close. So I just wanted to share that concept with everybody. The way that I see it going down is, so we had that president, he was taken out. Hopefully he wasn't really taken out. There's a theory that maybe he was still alive. So he was taken out by the CIA in cahoots with whatever, and then they laid out a plan, decades long plan. Then our boy Mr. T gets in, and then the digital warriors, then the people who woke up on their own, the friends, the frogs, the people who are fully reliant on God, frogs, the number 17 who found these Q-Chan military comms and started diving into decoding them. Those people were the third leg of this plan, to get as many civilians on board with the military. The military who came together to make the plan, they enlisted these volunteers, and they sat and prayed and hoped, and it happened, because we have a whole digital army of people fighting this war with memes. And the memes are effective awakeners, because all this war is about is awakening the masses. And how do you awaken the masses? It's with words. Words are the powerful tools of awakening, like the two words forced awakening that awoke me up to why I want the EBS so badly, because I want this forced awakening. The people who have looked the other way so willfully at this point, it is so obvious, and the people still looking away, it just drives me crazy. So that made me understand that we're heading into the next part of this, where it's going from a covert military / civilian operation to an overt, where the military is going to come out from behind the curtain and show themselves and reveal this plan that's been going on for decades. So that's how I see the sequence of events. It just gelled in my mind. And then the last thing that I see happening, when God sees all of these events take place on earth, that's when he comes in, just like he split the sea, just like he always likes to add that last final biblical event, that none of us knows exactly what that biblical event will be. It'll be having something to do, I believe, with unsheathing the sun. That's alluded to in Judaism and the Bible, where God will take this, it says to circumcise the sun. He will take the foreskin off the sun, and our DNA gets upgraded by the rays of the sun. This is where I learned about the galactic aspect of the Great Awakening, that our DNA was downgraded, and our DNA will then be upgraded by the sun, by the nourishment of the sun. We will come back to our full strength, our full powers, and reclaim paradise, heaven here on earth. And I just want to share a beautiful thought that I heard from the Kabbalah Guru today, which was a download, Shiva downloads. It was like an unbelievable download. Just like when he put together that Gog Umagog, the final enemy of humanity is Google and the metaverse. I was like, oh, genius. And then he had another genius thought today, where he said that just like Joseph, you know, the brothers thought that it was the evil entities coming after them. It was going to be the downfall of society, the demise, that it was really their brother Joseph running the government. The same thing is happening now. For most of the normies, they think we're finished, we're screwed, life couldn't be worse, we're headed for disaster. But it's really our brothers running the government right now. We're watching a movie. So I was like, Guru, that was genius. That is another parallel timeline to exactly what's happening now. That what we think appears to be horrible is really, it's a psyop. Joseph was the first psyop until he came out in that dramatic ending and revealed himself. He went from covert to overt, and he saved the day. So we're hoping and waiting for that Joseph moment again. And hopefully it'll be here soon and quickly, and we can all just relax. The best is yet to come. We are not even going to fathom how good it's going to be. I love you guys. Have a great day. Mwah.